Yes, busking. Every single time. Not again. There's washi tape all over the floor.
Thank you to HP Sprocket for sponsoring today's video.
Guys, I tried to do something different with my hair. Is it cute?
Hi friends, welcome back to another plan with me. I'm very excited for April, not just because of the theme and setup that I have in mind, but also because it's finally getting sunnier and it's feeling more like spring, so that definitely has an effect on my mood. I feel like spring brings a new energy and I welcome that. I did make this month's setup on Twitch with you guys like last month, so that's been a fun thing that we've been doing together if you want longer content. If you're planning along with me, grab your notebooks and stationery and let's get started.
Okay guys, when I tell you I have never been more excited for a bullet journal theme before, I don't think you guys truly understand. I am so excited for this. I don't know what it is with the past couple of months, but I've just been feeling so inspired and creative and just like feeling free to kind of draw whatever. I feel like in the past I used to be really worried about creating bullet journal themes that were very universal and that can be like, you know, easy to draw and for everyone, but I realized that was really limiting me and it made it not as fun because, you know, like my bullet journal is for me. And I think another level to that was that I was also creating with like the doodle planner in mind, but recently I actually finished designing the doodle planner for next year, like for 2024. I know I finished way early, but that's been so good for me because now I'm like, oh, I can truly do whatever I want in my bullet journal. I mean, I could before, but you know, there's all those little pressures. Anyway, sorry, little tangent, but back to the theme. As you can see, I'm drawing this cute little bunny, and if you know, you know. This cute little bunny is inspired by New Jeans, the music group. I've been obsessed with their music lately, as is the rest of the world. They've kind of like taken over the internet and the world by storm. Their music is so addictive, and I've also just been super inspired by their aesthetic and their graphic design for their albums and their graphic design assets and everything. So I love it. I've been really into the like Y2K aesthetic that they've been using, and that's what I decided to go for this theme. So as you can see, I'm drawing a speech bubble at the top, and it's like very pixely, so it's kind of like mixing that hyperwave early 2000s aesthetic, because also the font that I used, as you can see, I'm doing an A with like a cursive font, but then I switch to like a block letter font, and then I go to again the pixely font, so it almost makes it look like it's a glitch as well. So definitely reminiscent of the hyperwave theme that I did in September 2020, I believe. That was an older theme that I did. I'll link it for you guys in case you haven't seen it before, but for that one we used a lot of like old computer screens and the cursor and that sort of old computer graphic aesthetic, so I wanted to incorporate that into this for sure, but then mixing it into like sort of a more modern cutesy way, which you'll see with all the sparkles and of course the cute bunny. And also something fun for this theme is that I only used one pen for the entire setup. It was just this navy blue fineliner. The fineliner that I'm using is the Sakura Pigma Micron plastic nib, and it comes in this like navy color, which I thought was perfect because that's kind of the color vibes that I feel like they use a lot in their albums and all of that. And also I think the navy blue just gives it such a more like visual interest than just a plain black fineliner. I feel like I've been really into not using black fineliners recently because last month we used the brown fineliner and it definitely just makes such a big difference. Anyways, that cover page was pretty simple. We just had the bunny and then the speech bubble and the little pixel hearts and everything. And if you didn't want to draw the bunny, because I know it's like definitely more drawing heavy, I actually practiced drawing the bunny, but I'm so glad I did it because it was so cute. But I feel like this theme would be really cute even without the actual bunny and just using that like pixel glitchy like computer window aesthetic. I think it's super cute and also easy to draw. So on the left side I'm doing a quote page, and it's a song lyric from one of their songs. It says, "I got nothing to lose," which I thought was a cute quote, you know, kind of YOLO, if you will. but I'm again mixing those lettering styles, mostly using that Pixel font. If you want a tutorial on this style of lettering, let me know. I did kind of wing it, but you just kind of imagine tiny squares and you can't draw curves, right? So even for these like squares around the boxes, like the computer window boxes, instead of rounding the corners, I used pixels as the rounded corners, if that makes sense. And throughout the whole setup, I made sure that I was making the lines pretty thick and bold and also coloring in a lot of things. And I think that definitely helps with the not using any other colors, because essentially I'm just playing with contrast instead of a variety of colors. And in terms of like design in general, design principles, I've talked about this in previous videos before, but you know, you kind of always want to focus on a few design principles as the main thing, whether that's like color, shape, contrast, all of that. And for this, I feel like we're definitely playing with contrast since there's no color. Anyway, this cover page and quote page was so fun. I added the OMG in the classic cloud lettering and other pixely touches like computer buttons and windows and stuff like that. Moving on, I'm going to be making a monthly memories photo spread, and I'm using my HP Sprocket printers for this. Now, if you guys didn't know, HP Sprocket actually has multiple versions of their printers. They all print in different sizes. There's even one size up, and it creates larger prints, which I think would be good for like decorating around the house. These are so portable. Like, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they're really thin. You can like fit these in your purses or your backpacks, and you can easily travel with. And they also print out really fast compared to other photo printers I've used. It takes like 30 seconds. But as you can see, these mini portable printers connect directly to your phone through the app, and you can print off any photos from your camera roll. You guys always ask what printers I use for these monthly memory spreads, and these are so helpful because you can just print from your phone, any photo that you have. And on the app, you can add all these cute stickers and borders and filters and text. There's actually this filter on the app that worked perfectly for this month's theme. It added this like navy blue, old school Y2K film aesthetic to it. So I ended up doing that to all of my photos. And there was even some stickers that added like bunny ears. So I thought that was just so perfect. Anyway, you'll see me printing out a bunch of my photos that I have been loving this month. The thing I love the most is these sticky backed papers. Like, look at this. It's so perfect for journaling because you don't need to add any sort of adhesive to it. It's so convenient. And the zinc zero ink printing technology makes it so that you don't need to refill any ink cartridges at all. So there's no plastic waste. It is pretty affordable and definitely a more economic choice compared to other instant film options on the market. So if you guys have been looking for a portable printer for yourself or maybe as a gift, this is the ultimate portable photo printer for journaling and scrapbooking. You guys definitely need to check this printer out. I will leave it linked down below, and HP Sprocket was kind enough to offer us, the little doodles, a 20% off discount code in the description box. The code is 20Amanda on sprocketprinters.com. So thank you again to HP Sprocket for sponsoring this video. But in terms of the actual spread, as you can see, I'm drawing out this digital file folder aesthetic, and this is actually a Dutch door. You saw me cutting out the page earlier. Initially, I wanted it so that the Dutch door each had a little file tab at the top, but I realized that would require me to have multiple pages in the Dutch door folder, but I didn't want to make that many. So yeah, it's not like a functional file tab at the top, if that makes sense. But maybe in the future I'll do like a full-on one, but basically it's just a regular 2-page Dutch door, and those file tabs at the top are just drawn in. So I drew that, and then I also added my little header that says monthly photos. My favorite little doodle that I used across this theme was definitely the pixel heart. I feel like it added such a cute touch, and doing little doodles and motifs like this throughout a theme is definitely how I work around having to draw so much. Like, as you guys can see, I didn't actually draw the bunny multiple times throughout this theme because that would just be unrealistic, and I'm also too lazy to draw the bunny over and over again. It's a lot of drawing. So to get around that, I kind of create these like motifs and symbols that represent a theme and go with it, and use that to decorate my pages really easily. It was the same with the Sanrio theme last month, and this time it's the little pixel hearts and the pixel dots all over the place. So that's an easy way to decorate your spreads without having to draw so much. Now for the tabs, you can see I'm labeling them, but again, since the tabs don't work, it has no purpose. And then I'm going in and adding all of my printed photos from the HP Sprocket. Again, I can't believe how well this filter worked. Like, it added the perfect navy blue hue to the photos. It essentially looked like the New Jeans album covers, like the filter that they used for those photos. I could not believe it. I actually went into this spread thinking that I was just gonna print regular colored photos, but I love the way that these blue photos turned out, and I even cut out some of them. I feel like it would be cute to create like a collage as well with the printed photos if you were into that. Anyway, now on to my monthly calendar spread. So again, I'm creating a pixel window rectangle using the Fineliner. I wish this Fineliner came in a thicker width so that I didn't have to keep like thickening the lines. That was the only thing that was a little bit tedious about this month to me, but maybe I'll look into finding a thicker navy blue fineliner, because I'm kind of converted to navy blue fineliners now. I feel like it's such a different touch. Anyway, I divided the calendar into the calendar shapes, the grid spacing. I think each grid space box was 5 by 5 boxes, and added the dividers at the top as well. And then I went in and basically added all of those doodles all around the spread to decorate it. So I had the bunny at the bottom right corner, and then the pixel speech bubble at the top, and other like pixel hearts and stars and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this spread. While you guys watch me make it, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I've been doing lately. I feel like it's been hard to give you guys life updates because it feels like these days the time has been going by so quickly. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I feel like I just always have a never-ending to-do list, and even though every day goes by and I feel like I'm doing stuff on my to-do list, it feels like those to-do list tasks never get any shorter. So lately it's just like time is truly escaping me, and I know that happens a lot, but I feel like I just did my Plan With Me video like really recently. I don't know. The Plan With Me videos are almost like my markers of time, because I'm like, oh, once I film them, it's a new month. And lately I feel like I've only had time to just film the Plan With Me and no other content, and I feel like that's been weighing on me a lot. I guess it's hard because I'm so used to doing so many things and getting so many things done, but currently at the bandwidth that I'm at, I feel like I'm not able to do anything 100%. I feel like I'm kind of doing all of my tasks at like 50% because that's all that I can manage. And you know, I know I'm trying my best, but at the same time, I can't help but feel disappointed in myself, and that's just truly like where I'm at in my life. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to get that out there in this voiceover because I feel like because I haven't been able to post as many videos, there hasn't been like an outlet for me to share what's going on, how I've been feeling about content lately. So I don't know if this will be relatable to anybody, but yeah, definitely time has been escaping me. Like, I truly cannot believe it's April. That means it's like we're getting into a new season, second quarter of the year, and that's crazy to me. But I hope you guys are checking in with yourself. I know sometimes life can be a lot, but I also know that we will all get through it together. If you want to share what you're going through in life in the comments, I love seeing, you know, the community support each other. So share what's going on in your life, whether that be like good or bad. I just love hearing like little tidbits of your stories, especially like during streams and in the comments and in chats and stuff like that. So let me know how y'all doing lately. But besides that, like I mentioned, I finished the doodle planner for next year, so that's been a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. It's like almost birthing a child every year because I put so much time into it, and I'm so excited. Like, this planner turned out so good. I can't believe you guys are gonna have to wait so long to see it, but maybe I'll post sneak peeks or something because I'm so excited. I know I say that every year, but I feel like I level up every year with the doodle planner, so hopefully you guys like it as well. Anyway, sorry, back to the spread. That was a long tangent, honestly, mostly because I never know what to say during these voiceovers. I'm doing my first weekly spread for April. I actually didn't do any tracker spreads for this video, mostly because I did not have time during this filming session, but I think I might go in and create either weekly trackers for each week, or I might make like a separate tracker spread on stream, maybe like a playlist spread or something like that. So if you want to join me in making those, you can hang out on stream. But for this weekly spread, I drew those digital file folders with the tab at the top, which is where I ended up putting the days of the week using that glitchy font style. And in that top empty space is where I doodled my little space bunny. I'm calling him Space Bunny. I don't know why, but it's kind of like a cyberspace bunny, I guess. And then all of the little pixel doodles as well. Very simple spread. Been loving doing simple themes and layouts lately, as seen by me just using one color, and I feel like there's actually quite a lot that you can do. So I really enjoyed making this month's setup.
Alright guys, so that's it for my April 2023. Okay, so as we close things off here, some of your guys' recreations from last month. Last month's theme was really fun and cute, and I'm glad you guys had fun doodling along with me and seeing my little drawing tutorials, so thank you guys. If you do recreate this month's or previous months, or just want me to see something, you can tag me on social media at AmandaRachLee everywhere. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna go eat food because I'm hungry, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Keep doodling, bye!